In 202 BCE, as Liu Bang, Emperor Gaozu, founded the Han Dynasty, a stranger arrived at court. He was tall, pale, and robed in silk that shimmered like starlight. He called himself Master Yun, but he was Enlil in disguise. He offered Liu Bang a pact, divine favor, eternal glory, and expansion beyond imagination, in exchange for one task: find the stolen gold of the gods. Liu Bang, a pragmatic warlord turned emperor, agreed. He appointed his most trusted general, Han Xin, to lead the first expedition westward, accompanied by a brilliant court astronomer, Lady Zhen Yu, and a mysterious foreign advisor named Namtar, secretly an Anunnaki observer. To aid the search, Liu Bang formed a secret order, the Jin Tian Wei, the Golden Sky Guard. Their leader was Commander Wei Lian, a stoic warrior with a haunted past. Wei Lian had once seen a star fall to Earth as a child and believed it was a sign of destiny. Lady Zhen Yu, a prodigy in astronomy and alchemy, deciphered the first celestial map hidden in the Book of Silk, revealing the location of a vault in the Kunlun Mountains. She believed the gold was not just metal, but a form of cosmic memory. Han Xin, ever the tactician, led the expedition. In the mountains, they found a cave lined with glowing crystals. Inside was a sphere of gold that pulsed like a heart. When Lady Zhen touched it, she saw visions of stars, ancient cities, and a voice whispering, "You are not ready." The cave collapsed. The artifact was lost. Under Emperor Wu, r. 141–87 BCE, the Han reached their zenith. Obsessed with immortality and the stars, he built the celestial observatory of Chang'an, where Anunnaki devices were hidden in plain sight. He summoned Master Yun, Enlil, to court, naming him celestial minister. Enlil, growing impatient, manipulated the emperor into expanding westward, believing the final vault lay beyond the Pamir Mountains. Meanwhile, Lady Zhen Yu, now older and wiser, warned the emperor, "The gold is not for kings. It is the seed of stars. To claim it is to burn." But Emperor Wu ignored her. He sent General Gan Luo, a ruthless commander, to lead the western campaign. Gan Luo was accompanied by Tian Long, a young Jin Tian Wei agent with a mysterious birthmark shaped like a comet, believed to be a sign of divine favor. In 73 BCE, Gan Luo's army reached the ruins of Eridu, Enki's ancient city, buried beneath the sands of Central Asia. There, they found a vault sealed with a puzzle that combined I Ching and Sumerian star charts. Tian Long solved the puzzle, revealing a chamber of obsidian and starlight. Inside was a message from Enki: "The gold is not hidden. It is transformed. It flows in rivers, sleeps in mountains, and sings in the blood of men. You cannot take it back." Gan Luo, enraged, tried to destroy the chamber. But the vault unleashed a wave of energy that turned his army to ash. Only Tian Long survived, protected by the mark on his chest. He returned to Chang'an, broken but enlightened. By the 2nd century CE, the Han were crumbling. Corruption festered. The Jin Tian Wei had become a secretive cult, obsessed with unlocking the vaults. Lady Zhen Yu, now in exile, warned that the gods would turn on them. Enlil, still bound by the council's laws, could not act directly. But Namtar, the Anunnaki observer, had grown fond of humanity. He defected, revealing to Lady Zhen that the Anunnaki planned to destroy the Han. They whispered to the Yellow Turbans, to the warlords, to the eunuchs. They sowed chaos, gave visions of rebellion, and unleashed plagues from the stars. In 184 CE, the Yellow Turban Rebellion erupted. The empire fractured. In 215 CE, Tian Long, now a wandering monk, received a vision. He returned to Mount Hua, where he found the final vault. Lady Zhen, now near death, joined him. Together, they opened the vault using a combination of Han alchemy and Anunnaki technology. Inside was a sphere of pure gold, floating in a chamber of light. When Tian Long touched it, he saw the truth: the gold was not a treasure, but a test. A seed of divine consciousness meant to awaken the soul of a civilization. The vault collapsed. The mountain shook. The sky turned red. Lady Zhen died in Tian Long's arms, whispering, "We were never meant to possess it." As the Han court descended into paranoia and factionalism, Master Yun, still Enlil in disguise, grew increasingly frustrated. His patience, once vast as the stars, had worn thin. He had guided emperors, whispered to generals, and watched mortals squander every opportunity to reclaim the gold. Now, he saw only failure. In secret, Enlil convened with the Anunnaki High Council, projecting his consciousness through a stargate hidden beneath the ruins of Luoyang. The council, ancient and cold, demanded results. They had once believed Earth's empires could be tools of reclamation. Now, they saw them as liabilities. You gave them fire, one counselor hissed. And they built palaces. You gave them maps, and they drew borders. You gave them gold, and they made war. Enlil pleaded for more time. But the council had already decided. If the Han could not recover the gold, they would be purged, and another civilization would rise in their place. Back in Chang'an, the Jin Tian Wei had become a shadow of its former self. Once noble seekers of divine truth, they had devolved into a secretive cult obsessed with unlocking the vaults. Their leader, Commander Wei Lian, now old and disillusioned, began to question everything. He sought out Tianlong, who had become a wandering monk and teacher. In a quiet temple in the mountains, the two men spoke beneath the stars. "We were never meant to find the gold," Tianlong said. "It was never about possession. It was about transformation." Wei Lian, tears in his eyes, confessed the sins of the Jin Tian Wei, the torture of scholars, the desecration of sacred sites, the lives lost in pursuit of a myth. He begged for forgiveness. Tianlong offered none. Only understanding. "The gods tested us. And we failed." In 220 CE, the final Han emperor, Emperor Shen, sat on a throne of crumbling jade. A puppet of warlords, he was haunted by dreams of fire and stars. In his final days, he summoned Lady Zhen Yu's granddaughter, Zhen Lian, a brilliant astronomer and alchemist who had inherited her grandmother's journals. Zhen Lian revealed the truth: the Anunnaki had turned against them. The celestial pact was broken. The empire's fall was not fate, it was judgment. In a desperate act, Emperor Shen ordered the burning of the celestial archives, hoping to erase the knowledge that had doomed them. But Zhen Lian saved one scroll, a map to a hidden sanctuary in the Himalayas, where Enki's final message was said to be stored. She vanished into the mountains, never to be seen again. The Han Dynasty fell, but its legacy endured. The Silk Road remained, carrying not just silk and spices, but stories of golden spheres, star gods, and a dragon empire that reached for the heavens. Some still believe that the Silk Road is the path to finding the gold. Tianlong's teachings spread quietly, forming the foundation of a new philosophy, the way of the star flame. It taught that the divine was not above, but within. That the gold was not to be found, but awakened. And far above, in the cold silence of space, the Anunnaki watched. Enlil, now silent, pondered his failure. Enki, wherever he was, smiled.